Hello, and welcome to your introduction to the Animoto Teams plan. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the most of your Teams account, including how to create your own saved brand, making your own saved templates, and how to collaborate within our Teams workspace. Save brands and save templates are key to keeping your videos consistent and professional. You can save your colors, logos, fonts, even the narrative of your video so that they all look and feel the same no matter who's creating them. Your entire team can create their own videos on brand, on message, and on schedule. Let me show you how easy it is. Okay, so let's start in our template selector. We've got hundreds of templates for you to choose from, so many different use cases there to select. We've also got some categories down the side here to make searching for your template even easier. Now, today I want to make a video that's going to welcome a new employee to the company. So I'm going to click on the workplace template down the bottom here. And it's actually the very first template that comes up is welcome to the company. There's a bunch of great templates in there if you're looking for different templates for your business. But I'm going to click on this one and then we see the preview again and choose the template. Now, the very first window to pop up is inviting us to upload our photos and videos to start customizing this template. Now, if you don't have your own photos and videos to use, you can click here to go straight to the stock library. And on the Teams account, you have access to our premium stock, which is amazing. And I'll show you that a little bit later on as well. If you do have your own files, you can upload them directly from any of these cloud based platforms or from your own device, which is what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to click on my device, and these are the photos that I want to use here. There are a couple of photos from within the office. And we click on open, you get a preview, and then we upload those two files, and they start uploading here on the right into our media library. And there they are. So that's ready to drag and drop into our project. But right now, this template looks beautiful, but it's just not on brand. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually create our brand colors. And we go up here to the design tab, up here in the top left, and I'll click on that and you will see down here my brands. So we don't have any brands saved yet. So I'm going to click on the plus button to start creating our own brand. The first thing we do is upload our logo. So I'm going to click on this button and we have a logo here and open that up. Now, I do apologize. This logo is white. You can't see it now, but when I hover, you can actually see the logo there. So the logo is uploaded. The next thing we'll do is actually adjust the brand colors. So let's make our primary color. If it's one of these, you can choose from any of these, but many of you would have your own hex colors for your brands. So you can click on the plus button and just type in the number of your own brand colors. So this will be FCA 311 is our primary color. And then the accent color, I'm going to make 19294D. Okay. And there are our brand colors that are already saved in there. The other thing you can do, if you have a specific font that you'd like to use for your brand, you can upload your own font. And again, I'll click on that and we're going to upload our own custom font into the brand and click on open. And now our font is also uploaded. So our brand's looking great. I'm going to rename that as D2M brand. And we'll create that brand. And now you'll see it here. Well, you can't actually see it because my logo is white, but it is there. And what we would do is actually click on the brand and we can then say apply, and immediately that applies it to this template. So let me close that and you can see that this template has now totally on brand according to our brand colors. So this is looking great. The other thing that we can do, the text is actually black. So what I'll do is go into the design tab once again, and we can go here to the font and choose the color of the font to make it that blue color. Same thing with our subtitle. We can make it blue and that starts to change again. Now, the next thing we do, this color here is also not on brand. This is a highlight color. So we can click on that click on the text tool here and change that to any color that we want to make that word stand out. So here we go. We're starting to really take shape now. I'm going to click on the next block, and we're going to change the name because it's not Michaela. She is Keely King, and she's joining us as a content manager. So it's very easy just to click on the text tool and update that. So we're double clicking and then just changing the text to create our own text. The next thing I want to do is go over here to our media tray, and we'll put a beautiful picture of Keely King. We just drag it in and drop it like this. Now, when I click on the picture, I can move that around to any position I want. We can click on the scale button to zoom it in or out so that we can actually make the most of the space that we have there. So once again, things are starting to look really great and look like our very own video. So the next thing I'll do is click on the third block. Now, she'll be working on the marketing team, which she actually will. So what we'd like to do is actually put a photo here that represents the marketing team. This one would suffice, but I want to show you how to use the stock library. So let's click on stock, and there you'll see some images start to appear. And what I could do is actually just type in anything I want. I'm going to say startup office and see what comes up there in our stock library. Any term that you want to use to actually bring out the kind of photos that you're looking for, you can type it in there. The more specific you get, the better. You can start with just like I could have just put in there office and something would have come up. I felt like startup office might sort of show a creative marketing team or something. And then you can scroll through. We could even say just videos or just photos or just illustrations. I actually quite like this first one that's come up. And again, we drag that into the project. That looks like a creative marketing team having a good time there. So again, I'll just position that up, and that's looking great. And then the last thing we have here is the final welcome. Again, this color is pink, and I'm going to change that to the same orange. Actually, let's make it blue to keep it on brand. The final thing that I might do here is actually add some fun and some movement with our elements. So down here you can see add an element, and I can just click on this, and we've got some great shapes and symbols and things to highlight certain things within your video. I'm going to add some little stars to really make Keely King feel welcome, and I might change those to that nice orange color. And so when I hit the play button, that'll preview there. And the other thing we can do, that's disappearing fairly quickly. So I'm going to click on this, and we'll keep the welcome up a little bit longer. So that's now going to stay up for 4 seconds. The last thing that I'd like to do, you can see here throughout the video, our logo watermark is in the corner. So I'm going to click back on the design button, and I'm going to just click on the watermark tab here. So when we click on this, you have total control over that watermark. Right now the size is medium. It can be small, medium, or large. I'm going to make it small, and you can see there it's changed. And you can also change the position of it. So let's put it in the bottom right corner instead of the top right corner. And you get that preview there so you can see how it all looks. If we didn't like that, we could say the bottom left and see how that looks. But I quite like it there in the bottom right. And that's it. What we can do now, this is the great part. We've just created this great welcome to our new team member video on brand, and it looks amazing. And I'll actually rename it up here, and we'll call it Welcome Team Member. Okay. And the next thing I'll do is click on this button here. It says save as a template. When I do this, that's going to save this as a template into our team's account so that anybody on my team can now use this template to create this video. And again, we'll call it Welcome New Team Member, and save the template. And that's it. That's already saved. So now when I do go back to our Teams account, that will be in there, and that's up next. Let's dive in to the Teams workspace. So I'm sure by now that we're all aware that video has become an essential tool when connecting with your audience. Now, your audience could be your clients, it could be your staff or colleagues, anyone that you want to tell a story using video. And I want to begin by saying that your team is really anyone that you collaborate with when making videos. So that could be employees. You might want to connect your clients to your team's account so that they can give you feedback, or even if you're working with an agency. I know for some people, their team is their family because they collaborate with them to make videos. So that's why we created the Teams plan. It's to make collaborating when creating much easier for you. So let's dive right in. So, the team workspace is where you and your teammates will have access to all of the videos that you've shared within this team workspace. There's also my workspace, which only you have access to, and we'll get to that later. But this is all about the team's workspace. Everyone on your team can watch, download, and edit any of the videos that are within this space. So the person who purchased the Teams account is the admin, and that's me. You can invite people to join your team. Simply hit the plus button and invite them here. Type in the email address to invite them, and they will need to accept it before they can actually become part of your team. So I've invited Jesse and Alex to be producers on my team, and they have both accepted. So now my team is starting to shape up. The best way to use your team account is to have producers create all of your projects in the team workspace. The team workspace provides access to all of the advanced features like premium stock, screen and webcam, and much more. So by actually creating your video projects from within here to say create a video from the team workspace will ensure that everyone has access to all of those features. In the team workspace, you can see the 6 videos created for the company so far. However, if I go into my workspace, there are only 2. Jesse and Alex have their own workspaces as well, and I don't know what's in those because I can only see what's in the Teams workspace. So if you've created a video in your own workspace, but you'd like to move it into the team workspace so that everyone can see it and access it, you can select it and simply move it to Teams. Just know that once you've done that, you cannot move it back into your workspace. So if you'd like to keep one in your workspace, you might like to copy it first and then move one copy into Teams. Your team can access any of the saved templates in the team workspace by clicking on the Save Templates tab and selecting from the templates that you've created there. So any saved templates created within the team workspace are all accessible by clicking on Save Templates by the entire team. So here are a few tips. You get 3 seats in your team's plan, and you can always add more to them as your team grows. You also get 10 saved brands and 25 saved templates on the Teams plan. So if you're working with multiple brands, you can actually save each of them as separate brands and continue to grow your template library as well. You'll also get a dedicated account manager to help you with any onboarding and training, and they'll also do regular check ins with you to make sure that you're set up to succeed with video. We found that feedback was one of the most important reasons why people wanted to collaborate with video as a team. So we've made it incredibly easy to request and give feedback within Animoto. When you click on the share button in the top right, you can send a link inviting your colleagues or clients or anyone to review your video. Those you share it with can leave timestamp comments on your video, which are easily accessible by clicking on the comments icon. This keeps all of the feedback in one central place. It helps you get to your final video faster, and it builds alignment among remote teams so everyone can publish their videos with confidence. So those are the key features that will help you and your business unlock the power of video and truly collaborate between you, your clients, and your colleagues to make professional looking videos. We also have a wealth of resources. If you're looking for more help, check out our blog or our educational center where there's plenty of tutorial videos. And also, if you're on the Teams plan, check in with your account manager. They're always here to help as well. Thanks for watching and happy video making.